Hey folks, this is Michael. Okay, so the challenge starts in 4 days. So Andy had a really great video yesterday about the whole life challenge in the summertime, being on vacation, and talking about why you might want to consider actually participating no matter what's happening in your life, even if you're on vacation. And if you haven't seen it, go give it a watch. There's some really good stuff in there about that daily commitment to yourself. But I wanted to share an experience I had over the 4th of July weekend, that paralleled this conversation exactly and give you a little insight into why it's important, but even better, how it can be done so you can win not just the vacation, but keep winning in all the areas of your life. You see, the whole life challenge is about taking a whole life perspective wherever you are. So things like health and fitness, and personal well-being, but also things like happiness and fun and connection, but not always in that order. Sometimes it's going to be important to prioritize fun and happiness and connection, and sometimes it's going to be more important to prioritize health and fitness. And vacation is obviously a time to prioritize the fun, the happiness, the relaxation, the connection part of your life, but that doesn't mean you want to or even need to ignore the other aspects of your life completely. So this weekend I was hanging out at a little inflatable pool with my wife and my son. I was in the sun, I was drinking a beer, and I thought, what's better than being on vacation? Being on vacation and feeling healthy and strong and energized and powerful and in control of my life. And there are little things that I can do every day that help me do that. Because it's really all about making better choices every day than I would have if I wasn't accountable to any of it. That doesn't mean I train at the gym for an hour every day. It doesn't mean I don't eat any treats. It doesn't mean I don't drink any alcohol. It means making a few better choices than I would have. I remember a story a few years ago. Somebody said, I did the challenge, but I was on set. I failed. I was on set at a movie. All the food was crappy. I lost my nutrition points every day, even though I tried my hardest to be compliant. I still exercised and I stretched, but I feel like I failed. And I asked them, well, what would it have been like if you weren't doing the challenge? And they said, well, I guess I would have eaten all the crappy food and I wouldn't have exercised. So I said, was that a failure or is that a win? And they said, wow, I guess that is a win. You see, it's not about using the accountability to ruin your vacation, but to make some better choices each day than you might have without it. Because at the end of it, you can feel unapologetically better. You can feel regretless at the end of the vacation if you just take some simple steps. And like what? Well, maybe things like every morning I'm going to get up and take a 10-minute walk, do a lap, and stretch for 5 minutes right at the start of the day, every day. Or maybe something like I'm going to limit myself to 2 drinks a day before I start losing any points. Or I'm only going to eat a treat every other day. Like I get a treat every other day. Or I'm going to choose some active things to do rather than just lounging things. Or even something as simple as I'm going to start every meal with a glass of water before anything else. Because you can make the rules in every habit that demonstrate better choices than you would have made otherwise. Right? You can win the vacation game and win the health and well-being game. You can be totally stoked about how you did it. And I promise, you would never regret having fun and taking care of how you eat, how you move, how you enjoy yourself. I'm not saying you should sacrifice what your vacation is about, but consider taking a whole life perspective on it, on who you are and how you want to live every day of your life, right? So be on vacation, but be who you are. Be the person who takes care of themselves, even in simple, easy to manage ways while you have fun, while you kick back, while you relax. I promise you, I will be doing it. I promise you, you can do it. And that's it. Just something to consider. So have a great day. Have a great vacation if you're having one. And I will see you in the challenge.